talking about erectile dysfunction is pretty tough. Actually, one of the biggest obstacles of erectile dysfunction is actually talking about it. Well, if
Yeah.
you are taking that first step and you're ready to finally address your ED, you're going to want to talk to our next guest.
That's right. He makes it so comfortable and he also provides a solution. Andrew Reinhardt joins us now. He's a medical technician with Boost Medical. Great to have you, Andrew. How are you today?
I am doing well, and thanks for having me on the show.
You bet. Like Sean mentioned, this is a revolutionary treatment. And first off, one of the biggest draws is that there are no needles, there are no injections. Tell us how this works and how it can shift someone's ED.
Yes, that's exactly right. No pills, no injections. So if you're out there struggling with erectile dysfunction, you want to listen to this. It's called acoustic wave therapy. Boost Medical uses the most advanced form. It's clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels. We know that erectile dysfunction is a blood flow problem. And as a society, we've been throwing pills at it for 30 years. We're finally treating the actual problem, the blood flow, the blood vessels. What does that mean? It means we can get rid of your erectile dysfunction. We can get you back to normal function in the bedroom with your significant other, like it was in your younger years.
Which is pretty cool. And all without having to whip out the scalpels or any of the long needles or any of that stuff. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh,
That's good that it is. Even JJ
yeah.
went to bed and she has no idea.
Mm,
What, like, wow, what goes in our heads? I think
uh-uh.
the biggest thing, the reason why a lot of guys haven't really gotten the thing done is because I think some guys, they feel as though if they have it and they say it to anyone, they're putting it on a billboard on, on the 15 saying, yeah, it doesn't
Mm.
work right now. And that's not the case. Frankly, this is something that you can have a conversation with your doctor and get it addressed.
Absolutely. Erectile dysfunction is so much more normal than what a guy thinks. When he gets erectile dysfunction, he thinks, I'm the only person, and there must be something wrong with me. Also, it's kind of tied to our egos and our sense of self worth. So
Yeah.
we feel like less of a man. But this is the furthest thing from the truth. Getting your ED treated, getting the relationship back on track, that's the manly thing to do rather than continue to suffer because I hate to say it, ED generally gets worse before it gets better. So if you're experiencing some of these symptoms, failures in the bedroom, the problem probably will not resolve itself on its own. These treatments, think about this,
Mhm.
2 weeks of treatments, they're about 10 minutes apiece. You might do a few of them. That is so easy. You can get back on track in the bedroom. You can eliminate the pill. You don't need to be embarrassed. Get the problem fixed.
Mhm.
And speaking of getting the problem fixed, I think the interesting thing about ED is that it affects men of all ages. Tell us a little bit about who your average client is and who's getting the best results.
Well, I would say anybody out there experiencing erectile dysfunction is a candidate. That's the first thing I'd say. As far as age, every age. We have guys in their 20s and 30s every day in the clinic. We have men in their 80s and 90s every day. So you're not too young and you're not too old. That phase of life isn't gone, like I hear so many guys say. So we can help anybody, and it really doesn't matter what your health history is either. We're going to have you screened by a doctor, but this can happen to anybody. It's more normal than you think. And the ideal candidate, I would say, is somebody that is out there that maybe has some function left. So
Mhm.
if you're not at zero, maybe you've got failures 3 out of 4 times, you're a very good candidate to get back to 100%.
Which is pretty awesome. If you try to, put this search term in Google, you're going to get a lot thrown back at you. And you're just feeling like, oh, goodness, what is real here and what's not? Let's talk about the
Yep.
Mm.
clinical studies that prove that this is actually legit.
Yes, this is a great question. You can go to the science page at boostmedicalclinic.com and read clinical studies proving this works from outlets like Cambridge. Most people have heard of them. They conducted a study, the American Urological Association, Therapeutic Advances in Urology, Journal of Sexual Medicine, and so many more, saying it regrows blood vessels, it improves blood flow, and it eliminates ED. So the science is sound. This is not some supplement
Not snake
online
oil,
in your
yeah.
spam folder of your email. This works. It's clinically studied.
And Andrew, you have a special offer for those watching today who could use a little help.
We do. If you or your man are struggling with erectile dysfunction, call us right now. There is so much for free. We're going to take all of the bad elements of treating the ED, the assessment, the exam, the blood flow ultrasound, all free. So call us now. That's about a $300 value. Plus, we're going to throw in a little special gift that produces instant results in the bedroom. That is free to everybody that calls now as well.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic offer. That spam folder. Oof. Yeah, you don't want to be in there. It's a bad place. It's great having you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, boostmedicalclinic.com. If you want to learn more, you could also give them a call at 702-710-5000. Boost Medical Clinic, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.